There is indeed such a person, but he's a garrulous fortune-teller. I asked him when it would rain, and he said tomorrow. I asked him again about the time and the amount, and he told me that clouds would gather at the hour of the dragon, thunder would be heard at the hour of the serpent, and that rain would come at the hour of the horse, and would reach its limit at the hour of the sheep. Altogether, there would be 3 feet, 3 inches, and 48 drops of water. I made a wager with him. If it is as he said, I'll reward him with 50 taels of gold. If there is the slightest error, I'll break down his shop and chase him away, so that he will not be permitted to seduce the multitude at Chang'an. The great king is the supreme commander of the 8 rivers," said the water-kin, laughing. "The great dragon deity in charge of rain. Whether there is going to be rain or not, only the great king knows that. How dare he speak so foolishly? That soothsayer is sure to lose." While the dragon sons and grandsons were laughing at the matter with the fish and crab officials, a voice was heard suddenly in mid-air announcing, "Dragon King of the Jing River, receive the imperial command." They raised their heads to look and saw a golden-robed guardian, holding the decree of the Jade Emperor, and heading straight for the water residence. The Dragon King hastily straightened out his attire and burned incense to receive the decree. After he made his delivery, the guardian rose into the air and left. The Dragon King opened the decree, which said, "We bid the 8 rivers prince to call up thunder and rain. Pour out tomorrow your grace, to benefit Chang'an's race." The instructions regarding the hours and the amount of rain written on the decree did not even differ in the slightest from the soothsayer's prediction. So overwhelmed was the Dragon King that his spirit left him and his soul fled, and only after a while did he regain consciousness. He said to his water kinsman, "There is indeed an intelligent creature in the world of dust. How well he comprehends the laws of heaven and earth. I'm bound to lose to him. Let the great king calm himself," said the Samli counselor. "Is it so difficult to get the better of the fortune-teller? Your subject here has a little plan that will silence that fellow for good." When the Dragon King asked what the plan was, the counselor said, "If the rain tomorrow misses the timing and the amount specified by a mere fraction, it will mean that his prediction is not accurate. Won't you have one? What's there to stop you then from tearing up his shop sign and putting him on the road?" The Dragon King took his counsel and stopped worrying. The next day he ordered the Duke of Wind, the Lord of Thunder, the Boy of Clouds, and the Mother of Lightning to go with him to the sky above Chang'an. He waited until the hour of the serpent before spreading the clouds, the hour of the horse before letting loose the thunder, the hour of the sheep before releasing the rain, and only by the hour of the monkey did the rain stop. There were only 3 feet and 40 drops of water, since the times were altered by an hour and the amount was changed by 3 inches and 8 drops. After the rain, the Dragon King dismissed his followers and came down from the clouds, transformed once again into a scholar, dressed in white. He went to the West Gate Street, and barged into Yun Shoucheng's shop. Without a word of explanation, he began to smash the shop sign, the brushes, and the ink slab to pieces. The master, however, sat on his chair and remained unmoved, so the Dragon King unhinged the door and threatened to hit him with it, crying, "You're nothing but a bogus prophet of good and evil, an impostor who deludes the minds of the people. Your predictions are incorrect. Your words are patently false. What you told me about the time and quantity of today's rain was utterly inaccurate, and yet you dare sit so smugly and so high on your seat. Leave here at once before you are executed." Still Yun Shoucheng was not at all intimidated. He lifted up his head and laughed scornfully. "I'm not afraid," he said. "Not in the least. I'm not guilty of death, but I fear that you have committed a mortal crime. You can fool other people, but you can't fool me. I recognize you, all right, you are not a white-robed scholar, but the Dragon King of the Jing River. By altering the times and holding back the quantity of rain, you have disobeyed the decree of the Jade Emperor and transgressed the law of heaven. On the dragon execution block, you won't escape the knife. And here you are, railing at me. When the Dragon King heard these words, his heart trembled and his hair stood on end. He dropped the door quickly, tidied his clothes, and knelt before the master saying, "I beg the master not to take offense. My previous words were spoken in jest. Little did I realize that my prank would turn out to be such a serious crime. Now I have indeed transgressed the law of heaven. What am I to do? I beseech the master to save me. If you won't, I'll never let you go. I can't save you," said Shoucheng. "I can only point out to you what may be a way of life. I'm willing to be instructed," said the dragon. The master said, "You are to be executed tomorrow by the human judge, Wei Zheng, at the 3rd quarter past the hour of noon. If you want to preserve your life, you must go quickly to plead your case before the present Emperor Tang Taizong, for Wei Zheng is the prime minister before his throne. If you can win the emperor's favor, you'll be spared." Hearing this, the dragon took leave with tears in his eyes. Soon the red sun sank down and the moon arose. You see, smoke thickens on purple mountains as homing crows tire. Travelers on distant journeys head for inns. Young wild geese at fords rest on field and sand. The silver stream appears to hasten the time float. Lights fair in a lone village from dying fames. Wind sweeps the burner to clear Taoist yard of smoke. As man fades away in the butterfly dream, the moon moves floral shadows up the garden's rails. The stars are rife as water clocks strike. So swiftly the gloom deepens that it's midnight. Our Dragon King of the Jing River did not even return to his water home. He waited in the air until it was about the hour of the rat, when he descended from the clouds and mists and came to the gate of the palace. At this time, the Tang Emperor was just having a dream about taking a walk outside the palace in the moonlight, beneath the shades of flowers. The dragon suddenly assumed the form of a human being and went up to him. Kneeling, he cried out, "Your Majesty, save me, save me." "Who are you?" asked Taizong. "We would be glad to save you. Your Majesty is the true dragon," said the Dragon King. "But I am an accursed one. Because I have disobeyed the decree of heaven, I am to be executed by a worthy subject of your Majesty, the human judge Wei Jing. I have therefore come here to plead with you to save me. If Wei Zheng is to be the executioner," said Taizong, "we can certainly save you. You may leave and not worry." The Dragon King was delighted and left after expressing his gratitude. We tell you now about Taizong, who, having awakened, was still turning over in his mind what he had dreamed. Soon it was 3/5 past the hour of the 5th watch, and Taizong held court for his ministers, both civil and martial. You see, smoke shrouding the phoenix arches, incense clouding the dragon domes, light shimmering as the silk screens move, clouds brushing the feather-trimmed flags, rulers and lords harmonious as Yao and Shun, rituals and music solemn as Han's and Zhou's. The attendant lamps, the court maiden fans, show their colors in pairs. From peacock screens and unicorn halls, light radiates everywhere. 3 cheers for long life, a wish for reign everlasting. When a whip cracks 3 times, the caps and robes will bow to the crown. Brilliant palatial blooms endued by heaven's scent. Pliant bank willows sung and praised by court music. The screens of pearl, the screens of jade, are drawn high by golden hooks. The dragon phoenix fan, the mountain river fan, rest on top of the royal carriage. The civil lords are noble and refined. The martial lords strong and valiant. The imperial path divides the ranks. The vermilion court aligns the grades. The golden seal and purple sashes bearing the 3 signs will last for millions of years as heaven and earth. After the ministers had paid their homage, they all went back to standing in rows according to their rank. The Tang Emperor opened his dragon eyes to look at them one by one, Among the civil officials were Fang Shenling, Du Ruhui, Shi Shuji, Shi Jingzong, and Wang Gui. And among the military officials were Ma Sanbao, Duang Jixian, Yin Kaishan, Cheng Yaojin, Liu Hongju, Hu Jingde, and Qi Shubao. Each one of them was standing there in a most solemn manner, but the Prime Minister Wei Zheng was not to be seen anywhere. The Tang Emperor asked Xu Shuzhu to come forward and said to him, "We had a strange dream last night. There was a man who paid homage to us, calling himself the Dragon King of the Jing River. He said that he had disobeyed the command of heaven, and was supposed to be executed by the human judge, Wei Zheng. He implored us to save him, and we gave our consent. Today only Wei Zheng is absent from the ranks. Why is that? This dream may indeed come true," answered Shuzhu. "And Wei Zheng must be summoned to court immediately. Once he arrives, let your majesty keep him here for a whole day and not permit him to leave. After this day, the dragon in the dream will be saved." The Tang Emperor was most delighted. He gave the order at once to have Wei Zheng summoned to court. We speak now of Prime Minister Wei Zheng, who studied the movement of the stars and burned incense at his home that evening.